Now, the police captain also told us that we have never had a case involving the drug adrenochrome. We've never even heard of it until Dr. Phil producers brought it to our attention. Now, the gang presence in Wenatchee is currently active, but a very low boil, and they say there is no cult presence in Wenatchee area whatsoever.
Check okay? Fine. But you must make me a promise. The secret that we share must never become public. You may continue your career for 10 years of perfect, unchanged beauty. But at the end of that time, before people become suspicious, you have to disappear from public view forever. You can retire. You can stage your own phony death.
In fact, let me take this opportunity to say that I think he staged his passing rather well.
What is that?
What is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
How old would you guess I am?
I wouldn't.
Don't try to flatter me. 38. Oh, 28. 3?
23.
I am 71 years old.
That's what it is.
No, okay.
It stops the aging process dead in its tracks and forces it into retreat. I can't believe. Did you? I'm a girl.
Now, the police captain also told us that we have never had a case involving the drug adrenochrome.
What is this shit?
That stuff makes pure mescaline seem like ginger beer, man. Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome?
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club they use to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe.
Hey, my name's Garry King. I'm a drummer and music producer based in southwest of France, where I run my studio. I wanted to do a video to follow up on my intro video. A lot of this has come from reading Mark Devlin's musical Truth 3, which is absolutely brilliant. And I already knew some of this stuff from past experiences that I've had and various things that I'd heard of back in the day, especially when I was in London and involved with a company in Denmark Street. So I'd heard a lot of things, you know, basically the selling your soul for rock and roll and fame and fortune and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, this is not a new subject. It's been covered by many people, again, a lot better than what I can do. But anyway, what I wanted to do was pull up a load of pictures which I've scanned through the internet. So all these pictures are in the public domain of people like high-profile musicians, celebrities, politicians, and so on, all doing these quirky little signs. And anybody that knows about all this kind of stuff already knows what these signs are about. I just think you just look fucking stupid, the lot of you. Grown-ups, you know, you just look ridiculous. And I just think that when you look into the background of where all this symbolism comes from pagan rituals, pagan rites, you know, Illuminati, Freemasonry and all this kind of stuff, and then you look into what these organisations or what these cults are all about, it's not very pleasant, right? So I think that's the main thing, that this is not a pleasant subject. And the public keeps clapping their hands. A couple of the classics as well, Madonna and Lady Dada. You've only got to check out those two. And what I think is a shame, that there's so many musicians out there that, you know, aspire to some of these people, and I know musicians that actually play for some of these people. And then when we start to, you know, look in a little bit deeper, we just find out that, yeah, I mean, a lot of them have got talent, but they started off at a young age and they've been specifically picked to play a part to help coerce the public. And that's what they've been doing, that's what their job is. And that's why you see them doing all this stuff, showing, in my opinion, and many others, showing exactly whose side they're on. And if you look into the background of pagan rituals, pagan rites, Satanism and all this kind of stuff, it's really, really not a pleasant subject. So if any of these people are part of that, all I can say is shame on you, you know. And they're all doing it. This goes way, way, way back, right back to, you know, the 50s. I think when rock and roll first kicked in, again, it's to sell your soul for rock and roll. And there's so many other symbols. I mean, there's too many. I mean, it really is just a huge body of work to go through. But, you know, the classic hidden hand, you see a lot of the guys doing, which is a Masonic symbol, and people turn around and say, oh, well, it doesn't matter, you know. Well, it does matter. You know, the whole system is bent. It's as simple as that. And I certainly think that this is all part of this big picture of everything that we're going through at the moment, and will continue to go through unless people start to wake up to realise that, you know, these people, keep using the word people, wake up the fact that these people are not on the public side. All they are is in it for themselves. And remember, these are the same people that were telling you to stay indoors, the same people telling you wear masks, the same people telling you to get a jab, and then breaking all the rules that they were putting in front of you themselves. All the same sort of people, the stars, the celebrities, the high-profile musicians and that, and the artists. And I don't mean the people in the bands. You know, I'm not talking about the guys from U2. I'm talking about the dude at the front. I'm not talking about the drummer who plays drums for Madonna. I'm talking about Madonna. You know, the band members and that, I think, are just blind to all of this, or they just go along with it for a paycheck. And that's why no real major artists have come forward and spoken up. And if they do, then they're classed as a nut job. So, you know, the press does it once again. So you're never going to get the honest story. Do some research on it. It's interesting stuff. My bottom line is these people are sick. They've got something wrong with them. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I'm out. I wouldn't have anything to do with any of them, no matter what.